Congresswoman Martha McSally represents Arizona. She's running to replace Jeff Flake in the Senate, and she joins us tonight. Congresswoman, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
You're not only a member of Congress, you spent many years in uniform, many years.
Yep.
Over 20, I think. How do you feel about the Democrats saying basically out loud, provide amnesty or we're going to stop paying our troops?
It's infuriating, Tucker. This is the point I brought up in the White House meeting last week, and I was moved when I heard Dick Durbin say there's lives hanging in the balance or something like that, and I was like moved to jump in and say the only lives that are hanging in the balance right now are those of our military, the men and women that are serving overseas, putting their lives in harm's way. There is a fake deadline created by the Democrats holding them hostage, and while our troops are over there risking their lives for us, these guys are dicking around, excuse my language, trying to come up with some issue that's not even in a top 20 priority of the American people. So we need to look to more legislation like the bill I introduced last week that addresses the priorities of the American people: the border security,
yes,
ending chain migration, ending the visa law, addressing sanctuary cities, asylum reform, unaccompanied minor reform, E-Verify. This is a reasonable bill to address the root causes of DACA that we can continue to work on over the next few weeks and months. There is no crisis here. And they are holding our troops hostage for this issue that has nothing to do with funding our military. It's infuriating. As somebody
so the bill that you're backing is literally mainstream in that its major components are right in the middle of the polling on the question.
Exactly.
Okay, so but the Senate version, which is being supported, really driven by Lindsey Graham and Jeff Flake. Lindsey Graham said to someone I know recently, Jeff Flake will do whatever I tell him to do. And a bunch of other Republican senators is very far from what you're proposing.
It is.
Can you win them to your side?
We have to. Look, this is the priority of the American people, and we worked for 4.5 months on this bill. If you look at the White House put out a document with 70 requests in it. We've worked through them all. This is not all of them. This is a very reasonable, prioritized proposal that focuses on security, first and foremost, of the American people, addresses the loopholes in our system. Some of them are creating threats like we've seen with the terrorist attacks in New York City. They have to be closed with the chain migration into visa lottery, the visa lottery system. It also ensures that if we're willing to do something on DACA, if we get to that place, that we are not finding ourselves in this situation again in another 1, 5, or 10 years. So it's a very reasonable approach. It should be the starting point, and that's where we need to sit down and negotiate in good faith.
Congresswoman Martha McSally of Arizona, thanks a lot for coming on.
Thanks,
I appreciate it. Trump administration